up on the ones and twos in the evening? It's going down. I'm feeling kind of hyped tonight. You know how we do. Make sure y'all hit that like. Sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notification so that you're able to get all of my content. I want to give a shout out to the whole Lions Den, both basketball and boxing community. And all my brothers is grinding. I want to give a shout out to all of my subs, both old and new. Okay, appreciate y'all supporting me throughout this journey, throughout this movement. I would not be anything without y'all. We're gonna keep on rocking and rolling. What's up, sugar? 10 toes down, holding it down. You know how we do. I don't know why I'm in the singing mood, dog. But anyway, man, we gonna keep on rocking. How y'all feeling tonight? Hope y'all doing all right, man. Told you it don't stop. It don't stop here. Straight to the point. We get to the point at all times. Appreciate y'all hitting the like. YouTube trying to show me a little bit of love. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. Okay, I'm trying to be on my best behavior. It's a little hard sometimes, but I'm trying, man. Nick can only do so much. Y'all all right though? Talk to me. What's happening? Let me know what's good. Said all good, working. Always things. Oh, okay. You're on the grind, baby. I know you're on your grind. That's how you gotta do it. If y'all in here, make sure y'all hit that like, man. I'm finna playback gang in a minute. Cause I'm gonna get right to it. Not gonna waste no time. Not gonna waste no time. Oh, you want some food? Okay, you fasting, huh? I know, I feel you, girl. I mean, you can juice. That's all. That's an option, you know what I mean? You can juice. I'm talking about like natural juice, Well, all right. I'll go ahead and I'll get right to it now. First off, on the podcast, the OGs with Udonis Haslam and Mike Miller. Shout out to both of them. Former player and champion Jeff Teague went on the record to talk about LeBron. Now, he talked about several different things, several different topics, of course. But this was in reference to LeBron. Now, he has been kind of dominating the headlines a little bit, especially with that whole entire podcast. I want to give a shout out to both Ticket TV and as well as Too Raw for TV. They were kind of talking in reference. I'm kind of like cross referencing because there were some things in that podcast that Jeff Teague had kind of talked about in reference to LeBron and as well as KD, but he also mentioned Giannis, and in this case, uh, he said that he would take LeBron over Giannis all day. What's up with it, Sype? I see you in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to Memphis. Yeah, he's retired. He's retired. He's retired. But he was on the podcast, and he basically said that he'll take LeBron over Giannis. As you know, I'll go ahead and I'll put that link in there in the description as soon as this live is over. But basically, what he said is the reason why, and I'm not going to quote everything word for word because I can't say everything that he said in his description of why he would choose LeBron over Giannis, but he basically said, just to sum it all up, he said that whenever he played, he said that he came back with something that very next year. He said he was doing shit that he hadn't seen that very next year. But he said in reference to Giannis, he said that Giannis was kind of doing the same thing. I would have to wholeheartedly disagree with that. Now, I don't have a problem with him choosing LeBron in that sense. You said LeBron body of work is better than Greek. Um, if you want to, if you want to say that from as far as resumes and stuff like that, yeah. I mean, it is, but uh, he has an edge on a lot of other things in his young career already. Okay, uh, does LeBron have a Defensive Player of the Year award and MVP in the same season? Memphis? Nah, he doesn't. So there's some things that LeBron has done, and there's some things that Greek has done, but Greek is already on pace to reach some of those things. For instance, he's got a Finals MVP as well as a championship. So he's on pace. He's on pace. Now in terms of if you're talking about offensive repertoire, LeBron is he's a better shooter. He's a better shooter and everything. But when we talk about a lot in Giannis's bag, if you're talking about many moves and crisp moves to get to the basket, one thing that you have to understand about Giannis is that he is finesse as well as power. He's not just running over and bulldozing over people. At this stage of their career, LeBron is kind of doing that. Now, there are times when LeBron does use finesse, but for the most part, he can't fly by players like he once used to. If you go back and you go look at LeBron early in his career, yes, he did fly by players. It's because he was very explosive, especially out on the perimeter with his first step. Giannis has that edge, and on top of that, Giannis is 6'11", so his stride is much longer. So he can do so many other different things, and plus, the way that he uses the rim as a shield, I mean, it's just ridiculous when we talk about Giannis. Okay, but it doesn't. Like I say, I'm not trying to make it a player for player thing because I'm I'm gonna go with Giannis in the sense that Giannis is at least trying to work on his shooting. I mean, he tried to come back, year after year and tried to get better and stuff. But that's just some things that some players will never be able to quite gain growing in perfection at. You know what I'm saying? Giannis really struggles with his shooting and he struggles at the line, but also LeBron struggles at the line. So they kind of neck and neck in that regard. But he said that he would choose LeBron over Greek, and I was kind of surprised. I was kind of shocked, but like I said, it don't take anything away from what either one of those guys are doing, because you got to remember, I mean, either way, both of the guys are champions, both of those guys are MVPs, both of those guys are Finals MVPs. And listen, we all like to talk. Everybody like to talk, trash about LeBron, and they wouldn't do this about with LeBron and all this other stuff. But if LeBron is available, somebody's gonna snag him and pick him up. And that's the same thing with Giannis too. But he said that I think he said LeBron will work hard to perfect his craft and come back that very next season and stuff, and, with something different. That's what he said. Okay, and that's Jeff Teague talking about Giannis. Now, I wanted to give Ticket a shout out too, because he did bring this up about LeBron, and I wasn't really gonna expound on this, but I'll go ahead and I'll talk about it. Now, Ticket had mentioned that Jeff Teague had basically stated that the whole league was kind of giving them him and LeBron and KD the side eye because of them joining forces with other players and stuff. I mean, a lot of people don't like the fact that they joined forces and they were able to win and everything. But I'm gonna say this, right? If they were so dominant like they were, and I want to focus my attention on Miami, then they would have won the entire time that he was there. But they didn't. So that shows that they can be beaten. Okay? Yeah, they were a powerhouse, they were a juggernaut and everything, but they weren't unbeatable. And we always gonna have to call this out. We get tired of Skip saying it. I don't like a lot of things that Skip says, but the record margin, I mean, in the finals, everybody's always going to bring that up. We have to talk about it. And then when it comes to KD joining forces with the Warriors, they were a juggernaut and they were already champions and stuff. But I'm pretty sure that somebody could beat them. Okay? It would take a lot to do it, but it's not like, they would be able to just beat every single body for 7 years straight or something like that. Okay? Because somebody was eventually going to figure out a way. But that's neither here nor there. Can't change history. We can't rewrite it. The only thing that we could go is based off of what Jeff Teague had talked about. And that basically was about how players were feeling. And a lot of players did feel some type of way about it. It wasn't just Stephen A. Smith saying that, it was the weakest move and all this other stuff, Other players felt that way too, and I'm glad Ticket had put that out there because he did make a good he made a good point, man. He was basically saying that it's different if me or some regular YouTuber or just a regular person that has never played in the NBA, they say something in reference to how they feel about that situation. But when an actual NBA player that has played, whether he was a role player, whether you thought he was a scrub, whether he was a superstar, whatever, he still played and he's still amongst that fraternity. So he knows what's going on. He definitely knows what's going on. Um, but like I said, we can't rewrite history. It's just like with the bubble, everybody's got their feelings about different championships. Some people feel like Denver should, their championship, it wasn't legit. Some people felt like, the Bucks championship, that wasn't legit. Some people feel like the two Golden State titles that they won with KD, they were legit. You know, a lot of people felt like um, the Lakers bubble ring, whatever you want to call it, they feel like that wasn't legit. Everybody's gonna, even in '99 with the Spurs, some people felt like that title wasn't legit. So everybody's gonna have their different feelings on various championships, and they whether they feel like that team was too dominant or this or that or whatever. But at the end of the day, they still had to go out there, they still had to execute, and they still had to play, regardless. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? One of the reasons why I do respect Steph Curry so much is because he showed he continues to fight through all the criticism. He still keeps a straight face through all of that stuff. Has he lost his cool before? Yeah, he's lost his cool every now and then. Okay, he's a human being just like anybody else. But for the most part, Steph Curry has kept his cool through all of that. He took all the criticism about him not being a Finals MVP and stuff like that. And what did he do? He came back and he showed people. Okay, and that's what you have. That's what you have to do. Then on top of that, with the uh, with the 22 title, everybody said when Durant had left, they said that, oh well, they're never going to win the title again. Clay, he's not 100% and all this other stuff. Well, he did that. He came back and he showed people that he could do that. That's what he did. So you have to give him that. So when people talk about, oh yeah, well LeBron came back and he did this, or Michael Jordan came back and he did this, or Kobe showed. Well, you have to throw Steph Curry in there too. You have to throw Steph Curry in there too. And many people don't want to do that. A lot of people don't want to put Curry in the top five. They don't want to put him in the GOAT conversation. And I think it's a crazy thing that people don't. But um, Hold on 1 minute. Okay. Now, I don't want to say, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Um, LeBron is feeling like the city of the city of angels is not embracing him as much as Kobe Bryant, and put that article in there too. He basically was saying that Lakers fans don't embrace him as much as they did a Kobe Bryant and all of this other stuff, right? Well, we have to understand that okay, you brought a title there, you brought a title to LA, but LA and Miami and Boston and New York, Chicago, places like that are what have you done for me lately type of cities. They don't care about what you did a couple years ago. They really, to be honest with you, when it comes to championships and stuff, they want championships and they want more of them. They don't want just one, they want more. They're greedy. And so when he's talking about he's feeling like he's not embraced and all of this other stuff, I mean, a lot of people are not, look at the turmoil that's been going on. Look at all the drama that's been surfacing. I mean, look at the circus show. I mean, LA is already a circus show in itself with all the drama and stuff like that goes on. But you have to understand that there's a level of expectation that was already there in LA before you even got there. Okay, so you feeling like, okay, you're not embraced and stuff like that. Well, of course not. And as harsh as it may sound, that's just a cold, hard fact. You're talking about a guy in Kobe Bryant they're always going to make that comparison and contrast with because he bought 5 titles there. You're talking about a guy in Magic who brought 5 titles there. You're talking about a guy in Kareem who also brought 5 titles there. Although he had 6 and he came there, from being with another franchise. Nevertheless, it doesn't take anything away from being there because he does have a statue there. Okay, and he played out the rest of his career there. Right, it is a circus show. And Brown Sugar, I'm with you. Listen, the one thing I respect about Boston, okay, and look, I have my feelings about Boston, but Brown Sugar, you already know I got Larry Bird as my starting small forward, so that should make you really happy, okay? Anybody that's a Boston fan, including my brother True the King. Shout out to True the King. But the one thing that I appreciate about Boston is because the reason why the 76ers and Boston, they clash so much, and as well as New York, okay? I'll throw New York in there. The reason why none of those franchises, they can't absolutely stand each other is because they're so alike in many different ways, in the fact that those are blue collar. Even Chicago, I'll throw Chicago in there too. Those type of cities are like blue collar, hardworking, kind of a mixture. And I'll even throw Milwaukee in there too. They're all blue collar, and so when it comes to like a city like LA, okay, they're all about show and entertainment and you know and all the drama and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about that, that kind of spills into the basketball culture a lot of times, and it has heavily spilled into the basketball culture, especially when you talk about bringing in a guy like LeBron James. It's just like that's all they want to talk about. That's what they want to talk about on TV all the time. And so, meanwhile, you have a team in Boston who's just absolutely destroying people. Well, of course, they got beat or whatever. This last game and everything, but some people still got them favored to win the championship. Okay, now I don't think Brown Sugar and them got them winning anything. Oh Lord, what's up with it, Steven? I see you in the building, bro. You said the Sixers are upset. Bottom. Yeah, I know. What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building. If you think I'm lying, rewind it back. I've always said this. I said Steph Curry is in the GOAT conversation, and he can be, he's in the conversation as far as top 5. What's up with it, Ron? I see you in here. I mean, listen, well, we got to worry about Maxey now because they're trying to make him play with a undiagnosed concussion, and that's taking a risk, man. We gotta have Maxey at full strength. Listen, I like the move that by making Kyle Lowry in the starting lineup. I think that was a dope move. Now, at first, I was kind of iffy about it, but Kyle Lowry actually, he still has some left in the tank. Now, is he what he used to be when he was, with H-Town and with the Toronto Raptors and all that? No, of course not. But his leadership, Kyle Lowry has always been a leader, and that's going to spill in. That's what some of those young guys need on that squad, especially when you talk about Maxey. You know what I'm saying? Maxey is a natural talent, but he still doesn't know how to quite lead yet. Okay, he's still seen as that, unfortunately, as the sidekick and as the second option. You said 76ers got in the playoff. We'll have to see. Man. I hope feelings about this. I think a lot of y'all know my feelings about this. I'm just ready to move on from Embiid. Yeah, Maxey is nice. Representing that Texas, baby. Texas all day. Texas represent, man. Shout out to the Dallas area. That's where he's from. He'll eventually listen. Kobe Bryant didn't know how to lead a team when he first started. Okay. LeBron didn't know. LeBron is still not a leader like that. Giannis is not a vocal leader like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not as good as leaders. They're getting better. LeBron, I don't think he's as good as a leader as what some people say that he is. Uh, Jordan was a leader. Isaiah Thomas was a leader. Larry Bird was a leader. You understand what I'm saying? Magic Johnson was a leader. Kobe Bryant, he became a leader. But when he first began, he wasn't a leader. You know, I know. You know, he's on the face of everything and stuff like that. But that doesn't make you a leader. Draymond, hey, you can say what you want about him. He's a leader. I don't like all the stuff that he does, but he is a leader. Leadership is very important. Leadership is just as important as actually being the best player sometimes. It's just like with Jokic. He's not a vocal leader, but he just leads by example. But yeah, LeBron doesn't feel embraced. He doesn't feel embraced by Los Angeles, Ron. I know you're a Lakers fan. He doesn't feel embraced by Lakers fans in comparison to Kobe. And I said, you'll probably never get that kind of love because the man got 3 statues out there. What the man has done. I mean, y'all do know that Kobe Bryant, and I know this, and Lakers can attest to this. Kobe Bryant used to work out when the arena was dark, when all the lights were off. Yeah, Draymond Green, man, you say what you want about him. Like, look, man, everybody's gonna talk. See, with that whole situation that took place with Jordan Poole, everybody's like, oh man, he's being a bully and all this other stuff, you know. Well, if you would have heard some of the stuff because Jordan Poole don't want to take accountability for what he said, you can't just say anything to a man, you know what I'm saying, and an alpha, you know, and expect to just get away from, you know, and situation, them getting into that scuffle and all that other stuff, man, that's Muppet Baby stuff in comparison to some of the stuff that has taken place in NBA locker rooms. Vernon Maxwell was literally about to try to stab. He was trying to stab Hakeem Olajuwon one time, and he said that he was. Rasheed Wallace was talking about how Ruben Patterson. They had to literally restrain Ruben Patterson from going after Zach Randolph. And he wasn't talking about just beating him up. Like he literally picked up big Zach Randolph and slammed him. So all this stuff about like, oh well, oh my God, Draymond Green, da 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 da. The Bad Boy Pistons used to fight all the time in the locker room. Hell, my locker room, y'all want to know what was going on in my locker room? Shoot, man. That stuff was normal. Like, that stuff goes on. Jordan Poole, he just needs to get over it. Okay, you lost the fade. If you feel some type of way, go back and go catch a fade again and get it over with. If something's on your chest But don't sit there and be like, oh man, I can't play no more. It's affecting my play. As a matter of fact, what it should do, it should make you play harder. You said LeBron is a clown. LeBron cheat. But I thought you said, but no, wait a minute. Hey, just the other day though, Steven, you were talking about show respect to LeBron. That's what you were saying, right? Now he cheating the game. So which one is it, man? We got to keep it consistent, man. The other day you said show LeBron some love. That's what you said, right? That's what you said. You said Green don't know. You talking about Stephen Green. Yeah. Man, he a hardcore Sixers, and that's the Sixers love right there, man. All right, y'all. Now I got everybody in here, right? Zion Williamson, or how Shannon Sharp says Zion Williamson. He don't even pronounce the Zion Williamson. In the South, man, we got speech impediments. Okay, all right, that's how we keep it down here. Y'all look at us like we slow, but then y'all like our cooking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like our cars. Y'all love our women. You know what I'm saying? Y'all love the fact that we laid back. We don't get all hype over no dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We let y'all babble at the mouth and let y'all blood pressure run up and all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Zion Williamson. Okay, Zion Williamson, man. He said, and shout out to Too Raw for TV. He was the one that talked about this first. Go sub to Too Raw for TV. The historian of the highest order. Okay, there's three historians on YouTube that I like listening to, and he's one of them. One of them is Kev Mack. Shout out to Kev Mack if you're in the street culture, the gang culture, stuff like that. Go sub to him. I would consider True the King. True the King is a historian. Knows a lot about back in the days, especially when you talk about the Celtics, and then of course Too Raw. There's a few others, you know what I'm saying, that know that's what really up on their history too. LVZ too as well. Shout out to LVZ. But Zion Williamson, man, talks about he want to get voted as an all-star, and then he'll compete in the slam dunk contest. Man, if you don't get your big ass in the dunk contest, I mean, shit, Zion Williamson plays like LJ. Guess who? LJ was in the dunk contest. Grandmama came down there, man, cupping the ball and everything. Larry Johnson, man, that fool, man, looked like a wrestler, man. He ain't look like no basketball player, but was coming down, man, rocking the rim with finesse. Nah, Zion can get up, man. Zion can get up, man. For real. I would like to see them two South Carolinians go at it. Zion Williamson versus Ja Morant. That right there would be hype right there. I would love to see that. I would love to see that, man. I guarantee you, man, if they come with some shit, man, they'll blow Matt McClung out of the water, man. Man, if you don't get your G League ass somewhere, no disrespect to anybody that's in the G League, man. Respect to them or whatever, but I'm just saying they would probably say that to him. Oh, you got Ja Morant? Yeah, man, Ja Morant, man. Hey, if Ja Morant rocks the cradle, if he rocks the cradle, man, that's it, man. I want to see that. I would love to see Zion in there because I believe Zion can win it, man. I believe that he can win it. And see, that's the thing. Zion is a mixture of both finesse and power and ferociousness, all into one. That's what Dominique Wilkins remind. Like when you think of a guy like Dominique Wilkins, when you think of a guy like Vince Carter, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You know Jordan would come with some power and stuff like that, but I don't think he was as a power dunker like a Dominique Wilkins. You said Poole needs to let it go. Yeah, he needs to let it go, man. You in the NBA, man. I think Bill Laimbeer, who I don't really like, the NBA stands for no bitches allowed. Man, get your ass up, man, and stop whining and complaining and stop worrying about some old shit. You need to get over that shit. Man, see, man, that's why, like, I could tell, like, some of these guys, man, they didn't really have no strong male influences in their life, man. Like, man, I'll be like, man, get your ass up and quit crying, man. Shit, man, so what? You lost the fight. Who cares? You're gonna get talked about. I done lost the fight before, man. I got talked about a lot. Shit, if you feel some type of way, man, go ahead and scrap up again. It's either one, you do one or two things. I don't want to play no more because I'm feeling this way. Well, shoot, ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you. Shoot. Yeah, but he need to play though, man. You know what I'm saying? And Jordan Poole did have a good he had some games where he was messing up a lot. You know, I'm talking about when they actually won the championship. But man, he was balling. Now he did make some stupid decisions sometimes and would take some questionable shots a lot of times. But for the most part, that whole entire season when they won the championship, man, a big reason was because of Jordan Poole. It was because of Jordan Poole and it was because of Andrew Wiggins. It was history record. It was history record. LeBron deserves credit. Okay, so then why you keep saying that he cheated the game and all this other stuff? So which one you gotta? Like, are you gonna give him credit? Are you not gonna give him credit? Like, come on, man. I need to know something, Steven. You sitting up here 1 minute you like LeBron, next minute you don't. But I'll tell you this though, I think it will be broken. And I stand on that. Somebody's going to break it. I believe that Wembanyama has the chance to break it. Some people have said SGA. Some people have even said Luka. But they would have to play. They would have to play just as long as LeBron in order to achieve that. And it's going to come down to longevity. It's going to come down to keeping their body in shape. Okay, well, we'll see. They said the same thing about Kareem. Hell, they said the same thing about Wilt. And it was eventually broken. They don't think anybody's going to break John Stockton's assists and steals record. There might be somebody that comes in that just loves to pass the ball. And he'll play a whole bunch of seasons, averaging well over 10 assists for his career, 10 assists a game for his career. You said every player needs help. He cheated the game by... I mean, yeah, that's true when you say every player needs help. This is my thing, right? And I already talked about this. They were still able to be beaten. So they weren't unbeatable. So all this, you could go to Miami and stuff like that. Actually, that makes you look even worse when you say that, dude. Right? When you say that makes you look worse, because they didn't win. They didn't win all of the time that he was there. I think they were 2-4. They were 2-4 when he was there. Damn, wait, what? What's going down, man? That boy, wait, what? Are you still a Brooklyn fan or what, man? My nigga, wait, what, man? Yeah, it's been a minute, brother. Good to see you, man. You said it will not happen in the light. I mean, look, bro. Like I said, man, he was still defeated in 2 of those finals. So it wasn't impossible to defeat them. So, I mean, he did have help or whatever. You know what I'm saying? KD did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? KD did the same thing, and he got them championships. But are you going to take those championships away from him? No, you can't. It's in the books. Okay, because you're a KD fan. Yeah, that's right. And a matter of fact, speaking of KD, yeah. You know what? Wait, what? And everybody else in here, man, like I said, man, I saw something with the Phoenix Suns when they play the Nuggets. I think that is going to pose a matchup problem. Shit, man, don't nobody even talk about Brooklyn no more. When KD Harden and Kyrie left, man, when Ime Udoka was out of there, you know what I'm saying? Well, not Ime Udoka. What's it called? Steve Nash. Yeah, Nurk is an important piece. I said that because he did a good job against the Nuggets on the rebounds. He didn't even really score that much. And Nurkic, man, even though he's not the same, because he's not the same like what he once was because of that injury that he suffered in Portland. He still can get you. He's gonna get you rebounds. He's gonna get you. He's a big body, and uh, he's solid, man. He's solid down there. But the thing that I was talking about, wait, what is the thing about KD? That's gonna pose a matchup problem for three of those players. KCP, let's just be honest. As good as he is on defense and a Swiss Army knife as he is, he can't guard KD. Okay? Michael Porter Jr., I could probably see him giving him, probably because of his length, the only chance of even trying to distract KD, but that still isn't going to happen because his wingspan isn't long enough, and KD is just going to shoot with regularity over him. Aaron Gordon, he struggled with him. And Jamal Murray, he'll take Jamal Murray down there as ferocious and as aggressive as Jamal Murray is on offense. He can't do anything with him on defense. And then of course Jokic, he'll bother him and all that, but Jokic is not a defender like that. Just need Bill back. Well, no, Bill is back. He had 16 yesterday. Bradley Bill is back. He contributed. But I'll tell you who was hooping. It was Grayson Allen. He had 28. Grayson Allen was the one that was hooping. And Grayson Allen is shooting 54% from three, man. Yeah, Grayson Allen. And I don't like Grayson Allen, man. I think he's a dirty player. I know he played for Duke and all that, man, but, he be trying to take people's feet out and stuff like that. But I give him his credit, man. He was hooping last night. He had 28. I think KD had 35. I talked about that this morning, man. They pose a... I'm not going to lie to you. They pose a match. I'm not going to say that they could beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series because I think Mike Malone would figure something out. But they going to pose a matchup problem because, KD just went off, man, lighting them up, especially in OT. Yeah, but he came alive, man. Sometimes it's just about being at the right place at the right time, and he did it against the right team. He did it against the right team, man. Royce was guarding the Joker with. Your thoughts on James Harden? Man, I don't have no thoughts, man. He's over there. He's with the Clippers, man. We knew that. We knew that was going to happen. But listen, I'll say this, man. If you're going to sit there and you're going to leave or whatever, you could just go ahead and you could be a suspect in the fourth quarter or suspect in the playoffs for another team, because now we're seeing that's what happened. Look what happened with the Lakers. Okay, it was like hot potato all over again. Messing up in the fourth quarter, messing up on the pick and roll, and not communicating and stuff. Harden was responsible for that. It was a combination of Harden. It was a combination of Plumlee. It was a combination of bad shooting. They missed a couple of bad shots and turnovers because he had like two crucial turnovers that cost them the game. And they were up by 21, man. Yeah, man. Listen, all of those guys right there, they're on their last leg to win the championship. They got to win this year because Paul George, his contract gonna be up in 25, so he gonna be a free agent. Seem like James wants to be a third. I mean, that's all he pretty much is. You can't rely on him. Listen, we've already seen him try to be that main guy, and it's not working for him. This guy, what he want to do is he wants to remain unfocused. Okay, he'll come in the off season out of shape. You know what I'm saying? And overweight. He cries and complains when he don't get his way. And look, when they don't win, watch what happens. He gonna try to maneuver his way up out of there. Or if he don't get the touches that he wants to, or if they don't win or they get out the first round or something like that, he gonna do a whole bunch of finger pointing. That's what he gonna do. I can guarantee you he gonna do that. Boston have to win this year. If not, got to be the most disappointing. I know, man. Hey, I tell you what though. No, wait a minute, Brown Sugar. Wait. Brown Sugar? You said that y'all was gonna be a second round exit, right? I thought you said they were gonna be a second round exit. Come on now. Now look. If they lose, the good thing about Boston is that Jason Tatum is only 26 years old. Man, I don't see Miami doing anything. No, wait, what, man? I don't see Miami. Miami not gonna do nothing this year, man. Hey, you got a better chance of saying Orlando. Orlando, hey, and you from Florida. Wait, what? Hey, what you think of Orlando, man? What you think of Orlando, man? Orlando got a squad, man. Orlando got a squad. I know, sweetie. But remember earlier, I got to go off of what you said earlier. You were saying second round exit. That's not winning it. So okay, do you want them to win it, or you see a second round exit? Have you seen those standing Orlando? What? No. What are you talking about? They. If the playoffs started today, Orlando would be in it. Orlando's gonna fuck around and make the playoffs. Wait, what? They got it. They got a good squad. They got Bashiro, Petio Bashiro. They got Cole Anthony. They got that boy Joe Ingles. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, man, Sugar no. They got them young boy, and they got a young squad that's developing, man. They're a fun team to watch. And look, what y'all don't know, man, I used to like Orlando back in the days, man. I used to like Orlando. Both options in the air. I believe the Knicks are frauds, and Orlando could. Well, the Knicks. Jay. Jalen Brunson is hurt, man. Jalen Brunson tore his ACL, man. So that's a big hit for them. Oh snap! I had this on the whole time. That's a big hit. But the Knicks aren't frauds because they were hooping when they got OG. Their defensive rating, their defensive ranking had they went up, man. They went up. I think to like the number one team at one point. Now, of course, uh, since the All-Star break, it's been the Bucks. The Bucks are holding their opponents 101.5 points per 100 points possession, man. And the Mavericks, they're like at it. They're at the worst, I think, right now. They're allowing 124 points per 100 possessions, man. Ugh. Yeah, they young and they ready, man. That's gonna and a lot of people would rather have youth. They'll take youth over experience any day, but we'll have to see what happens, man. Orlando is a good squad. I mean, they're young, but they're better than what they might seem. I thought you'd have been rooting for your team, man. I'm disappointed in you. Wait, what? I'm disappointed in you, man. Yeah, but it's all gonna come down to like I think um I think the Bucks may end up and I know Teague gonna go off, man. He gonna he gonna be like I told you so and everything. But if the Bucks keep playing the way that they playing, I don't see nobody beating them, man. I don't see nobody beating them. But it's all gonna be on health too. It's gotta be. It's gonna come down to how Dame plays. You gotta have Giannis at full strength, and also gotta make sure that Brook is clicking on cylinders, and also got to make sure that Bobby Portis is locked in too, just like he is right now. Because whether you want to believe it or not, Bobby Portis is a very important piece, and as well as Middleton. How can you forget about Middleton? I remember when Wait What talk about Middleton was a superstar. Yeah, but man, it'd be good kicking it with y'all, man. Just wanted to hop on here for a minute, man. Talk to the people for a little bit. Make sure y'all hit that like button and sub to the channel and share this video too and hit them notifications, okay? Till then, man, it's straight to the point, sports and entertainment, man. I'll get at y'all later.